Oof, off to a rough start. Good old OBS. Throwing me under the bus. Alrighty. Finally, we're loading. Lovely. Please be patient while my computer has a stroke for a minute. There we go. No? Alright, now it's having a stroke. Oh, yes. I love the stroke. We must wait. Yeah, so the computer does this, whenever I load my world save now, it just like literally has a complete meltdown for a couple of minutes. The save file is too large. Too large! Okay. Alrighty, guys. So... today, so off camera I built this really cool spire tower thing. Today we need to work on this region sort of like here. I need to try and focus on getting ready for heavy modular frames. I think we're going to try and make all these modular frames in here, which requires an absurd amount of steel. Steel pipes, encased industrial beams. God, we need a lot of pipes. Screws. We need a lot of stuff. We need a lot of stuff. Probably might be ideal for me to try and break some of this down. We're making the heavy modular frames. We need 16 of them per minute. Like this, we need 16, not 15. Okay. 16, so we'll do 4 fours, 16. So we need 80 modular frames per minute. Wow. 80 modular frames per minute, which is a lot of assemblers. A lot of assemblers. Assemble the assemblers. Where are they? Here we are. I feel like it's probably gonna be pointless to do. It might be more beneficial here because, like, the original recipe for screws is to use iron rods, but I feel like it might be more. It might be better to do beams. It's not what they're called. I'm not all there in the head. Because we need pipes already for this, and we already need the. I mean, what are they called? Yeah, they are steel beams. We need steel beams for this. So I think what we might try and do is just aim to do everything on pipes and steel beams. That way we can sort of maybe cut down our process a little bit. 3 per minute. What do we need? 80. Holy shit, I need 80 modular frames per minute. Oh! You heard? You thought I heard the bins rustling. Hell yeah, dude. Alrighty. Yeah, I just finished work, guys, and I've like... so from now until I don't know when, the streams are probably going to be 5:30 p.m. AEST. Which I'll update that on my socials as well. Just because of my new work conflicting with the time schedule here, and I can't really do anything about it. Okay. So this is going to make me a lot. This is going to make me 1,200 iron ingots per minute. So realistically, like, how many pipes can we make with that? 20 iron ingots makes 5 steel pipes. So it's 1 to 4. So 300 steel pipes per minute, which is not a lot. Let's change this time of day too. There we go. Slow the time frame down. Whoops, and we'll get out of the fly fast. The bins. Hey Ben Diluted. Seen you been on a little bit, mate. Pumping that gameplay out. I do actually need aluminum casings, but we don't need them yet. So we should really try and start with this base stuff. I kind of wanna... Let's go with this. Let's do the encased industrial beams. So we need fucking 80 industrial encased beams per minute. Oh my god. 80 encased industrial steel beams per minute. What do we want to do? I guess it comes down to like whatever is quickest to make, right? Like pipes or beams. Steel. I swear you could make these steel beams from iron. Maybe it's just the pipes. So I think we might do these encased beams by pipes. I think I'm on the fucking pipe. Okay. So 4 per minute. We need 80. So let's see if we overclock this. 8. I'm having a brain meltdown. So we need 10 times this. So we need 480 steel pipes per minute. We need 400 concrete per minute. Good, mate. Yeah, been in the real tidying buzz of the factory, so chucking a few hours into that. Dude, the tidying up of stuff takes so long. One of the things that I'm trying to do, which is so hard in terms of like the way that I'm building this stuff right now, is that in this dune desert, I'm really focusing on trying to place things and then like have them be permanently there, except for the spaghettification of cabling, like not cabling, what is it called, belts. I can't really do a lot about that. And also, I mean, still train lines are one of those things that, you know, you've just got to sort of throw them down and figure it out as you go, because you never really know how things are going to look until they've been down for a bit. So we can get 400 concrete per minute. That's not a problem. 480 steel pipes, though, that is a problem. 20 to 5, so it's 4 to 1. Yeah, so 1200 divided by 4 is only 300 pipes. That does not even get us. So one of these towers doesn't even make us enough iron ingots. Although I could modify it to output more than that. Because like each one of these could do theoretically how many? 162. We'll say 160. It's an even number. So 160 times 12. is 19, 20. That would be enough. We could do that. We could actually do that. That will work. Wow. That's a whole tower dedicated to just making steel pipes for encased industrial beams. Fun. Alrighty. Let's see now. How are we going to run this routing? I think we might just start by growing out from here and like making the factory just come out from this. Yeah, the tidying up process, man. It's technically infinite in this game. Now, I do want to actually move this roundabout like further this way because I want to get like a straight line track that runs through from here up to here. So we will move that a little bit. Actually, maybe we might even work on doing that now, like tidying that up, because the problem I think is that if I don't make that nice and straight now and I try and build a factory here, I want to sort of bring this factory up as close to this train line as I possibly can. So we might make this nice now and save ourselves the headache later. Was I anticipating putting more track here? Probably not. I have yet to decide. Okay, I think we might just make these like line up with this rail here and then run this up and then run the roundabout at the end of where this comes out to, if that's like reasonably neat. Not a plug or anything, but in case you guys haven't seen, I don't know what you guys are into when you watch stuff on the internet, but I have been watching this short series on YouTube called Dungeon Soup, and it's basically like a short series. They're like 2 or 3 minutes long little videos, and they're about a whole bunch of different stuff that happens in like D&D, but it's like animated in almost like a Rick and Morty style. And it's fantastic. Dungeon Soup. If you haven't seen it, go check that shit out. Really funny. Yeah, I can deal with that. That's okay. We can tidy this stuff up later. All this crap under here, I don't really care about that right now. We just need to get this up and functioning. Train lines are probably the only thing you can get away with initially that you can like make spaghetti of and then come back and fix later. There's not really any way to sort of like put all the rail down in the first place and like have it be there permanently, because you're always gonna like modify things and change how it is later. Yeah, it's heaps better. Look at that. I don't know what we're gonna do with this overhead gantry like bit here, but we'll work something out. Okay. So that's connected there. Oh no. Surely this rock is not going to give us problems. Oh, what's the bet? Oh, you son of a... I wanted to make the roundabout lined up with this. One of life's great mysteries. All right, no, we can make this work. We can always make it work. I have faith in myself. Wait. Oh crap, I thought that was lined up. I thought this was... I thought this was delusion, so... that's gonna clip through there. Ooh, that's close. I think we might get away with it once there's rail on top. So we'll call this the center point. 1, 2, 3. We'll go to 4. We'll bring it up to here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So here. That'll give us a nice arc in our curve. That way it's like not really like sharp. I don't like really sharp angles, like even down there, that's quite sharp through there. And like all of this back edge through here just looks like crap. Like I am gonna do something about this. Just not right now. All right. That's looking much better actually. There's like heaps of room between the track and the roof of this as well. So when you come under here, it feels like there's enough gapping. Not really happy about this, but we can work something. We can work something. I don't know. I mean, this is probably definitely not going to be permanent, but you know, whatever. Even maybe the original positioning might go in now. Nope. Damn. Whatever. Okay. This is kind of good because I wanted there to be room in here for a factory anyway. Well, not necessarily factory, but we want to have room in here so we can start making our constructors to make 3 trillion pipes. 3 trillion crack pipes. Why is that not lined up? What we might do is this. $1 million. A lot of wasted space under here. That bothers me. Building in this dune desert biome has been like the bane of my existence. Whenever I finish stuff, I'm so proud of like how it looks, but getting it to a point where I'm happy with it is like gives me stroke-like symptoms. We'll get there though. We always get there. It's just the getting there part that I don't enjoy as much. Okay. So we can do 1920. And so we're gonna do, what are we gonna do? Pipes, hey. Yeah, we're gonna do loads and loads of pipes. So I might do some weird like tier stepping. Even actually, you know what? Why don't we make some kind of like, we've got a lot of room here. Actually, what I might do is try and like maybe open this up and see if we can make some kind of like walkway in the middle of the factory, like underneath it, like go underneath the machines and shit. You know, like you're like walking along and you like come down. I don't know. We'll see. Now the question is, are we going to overclock these? Because these do 100 iron ingots per minute. They do 25 steel pipes. So we probably don't need to overclock these. 19... What did we say? 160 times 12 is 1920. So we'll call it an even 1900. So it'll only do 19 constructors. It's not really that many. Mind you, we're going to have to do the same on these two towers as well. So that's basically, what is that, 57 constructors. I reckon this is going to be more than 19 here already. Oh yeah, this is already going to be heaps more than 19. Get out of it. Here we go. 22. It's nightmarish to, it's like nightmarish to build. You're putting it off until the end. What's nightmarish to build, sorry? Looks nightmarish to build. Oh, in the dune? Oh, it's a disaster, honestly. It's an absolute nightmare. Iron pipes. I love these things though. They look so cool. I don't want to like, I got to be careful that I don't build up too high around them. So I want them to be very much like an area centerpiece kind of deal. Like I was going to build a 2-story building here, but it was like, well, it was like way too over the top. Oh, you know, to be sick. We're gonna build a. Actually, like how I just like I say, oh, you know, it'd be awesome, and then I just don't say anything. We'll build a factory that sort of like runs, like intersecting like that over the top of the train lines. Steel pipes, concrete, encased industrial beams. We need a train station. This is this way, this is this way. So we could run a train off here, over this way. Could. And we might. I'm just trying to like sort of rough things out at the moment and figure out what it is that I want to do. Because I don't know what I want to do. I know what the end goal is that I want to get to, which is to make, I don't even know the end goal. The singularity cells. I need 300 per minute. But it's a little bit too much processing for me to make 300 per minute. So what we're doing is we're going to make 20, 50, we're going to make 150 singularity cells per minute, and then we're going to put sloops in here so that we get 300 instead of 150. Because man, the nuclear pasta is the thing that I'm working on right now. And so that's pretty much what this area over here is doing, is making this whole region is not even a quarter of the stuff required to make what is it? Heavy modular frames and radio control units. It's like half of what I need to make like 12 radio control units per minute. So to even do just the 300 singularity cells per minute in like without them slooped to do 150 per minute, like you can like imagine. So I'm probably gonna have to do this like 6 or 7 times to completely fulfill the process without overclocking too much stuff. So it's easily gonna like consume all of this easily, very, very easily. Also, guys, don't be afraid to say hi. Don't be afraid to ask questions if you see something cool. If you want to know about something, do not be afraid to say hello. Okay, so they're all doing steel pipes, and then we're gonna... I've kind of got this... We should make like maybe like a really sunken down factory here, like way down in the bottom here, like really, because it'll be really cool to contrast the factories. So like having one like medium high here and then like one really sunk down into here. Not really sure how to... I think we might do that. I don't know how I'm going to tie in factory over here though. Maybe I could run the lines through here and then have the train lines come out the back over this way through here to fill in this area. Yeah, we might do that. Is that going to saturate that line too much? We'll deal with it when it happens, hey? All right. So this is all the machines we need for the steel pipes, and then we need a train station for... Bring this machine up so I can see it up close. We need one for concrete. We need a train station for concrete. Could we get one down here maybe? How big are they? After all this time and I still don't really have any idea. Yeah, that's going to be too big. I had this idea that I really want to try and build factories like on top of the train lines, but sort of make it so that the train, not the train, make factories on top of the train stations, and then have like these like underground train stations. Because the thing is, I'm gonna have a lot of freaking train stations everywhere, and I don't really want to look at them all the time. Like, these are cool, but having them everywhere. Oh, terribly sorry about that, guys. All right. Yeah, so I had this idea about running like almost like a subway system in places. It's just like in all of my time building, I've built everything as close to the ground as possible. And now we're talking about, you know, trying to build on top of the train lines, or the stations, I should say, rather. Is very difficult for me to get used to trying to do. And to like leave enough room for it all, which is where, you know, like where you got this idea where the train's coming down into here. It's going to be kind of like a subway, because there'll be all factory on top of all of this as well. Like, how much can I sink this down here? Not very much, hey, because we've got this big rock here, which is going to be a problem. This might need to stay at the same height. What we can do, lift that bad boy up. Come on. And then we'll rerun this line here. I might even be able to get a small, very small station run off the side of this, I think. Like right in here. Actually, a station like up the top here, and then having a factory like underneath it, like way underneath it, would kind of look cool. Especially if we like add bracing and pillars to the station and make it look like it's like almost in the sky. That could be fire. Let's give that a crack, hey? I'm gonna use these modular stations. Great mod, by the way. I have used the crap out of this mod. Thing is, do we want to make this a pass-through lane? See now. I don't think that's right. I definitely did not line that up correctly. How much concrete are we going to need? Probably not lots, and I think the concrete output train is only 1 locomotive and 2 carriages. Oh, the train's around us. Yeah, it is. So I only really need 2 small stations anyway. Oop, that's not a freight platform. This is though. Okay, yeah, I think we can make this work. I'm thinking like doing like some kind of like pillars and then some like some of these box frames on it, and then like making pillars, support pillars that go down. Oh god, I'm so against what I'm thinking about doing, which is like making this a station, because my issue is that there's like quite a decently long turn here. Actually, I could do that. That actually doesn't look awful, and that will keep it neat. I don't know how, but it works. Why don't we try the same thing? Yeah, see, it basically ends up with the same angle from here. I wonder if we can make this a little bit better though. I need to bring this back. So that's lined up at the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. The width of the tile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I forgot that doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Too much stuff. All the stuff's flying around on my screen I can't see. Yep. This is going to be better. And the arc in between here is much cleaner too, as well, which is like... is way better looking at it from the top down. So... Oop, don't delete that. This is going to be our concrete input station here. And then we're going to get rid of, oops, all of this. And all of this. It probably won't come out like fully like floating, but at least it will be like suspended above the factory that's all down here. And then I'm thinking if we should probably name it first. Name this concrete. Concrete. I have a funny feeling that's not how you spell concrete. 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 It is how you spell concrete. Okay, cool. I'm not having a stroke. That's good. Concrete ND1. Alright, let's go set up a train over here and tell it to come over there. Sorry guys, I'm trying to slow down my movement so it's a little bit more stream friendly. Concrete out D1. Go for a little ride, hey? See things that are not complete, that's fine. This area is still very much a huge work in progress. All this part of the track would look horrific. I do apologize, as it is not even close to done. Those two big tracks in the middle of the screen above your head, the ones that are on our right now as we pass, that's going to be the permanent lines. Why did that train go around? All right, you need to be concrete colored. Yeah, probably. Okie dokie. Let's make this station look awesome. Actually, let's set the platform for the bottom section here. And that way we can like actually build the foundations for the station and it can be set in concrete. No pun intended. Is that going to be enough room for us to fit factories underneath, I wonder? I think that will look pretty cool. And there'll be machines underneath it. Oh no! I just realized the trains will take the shortest path they can when they go somewhere. They're probably going to cut on the inside lane here. So we might have to do some wizardry and like swap these two around. That's okay. Yeah. It's kind of annoying because I was pretty happy with where that was, but that's fine. I don't have dynamic train pathing mod on. And so because of that, they will try and take the shortest route, which will mean that they're going to queue up behind this train here when they're trying to go through here. Because I'm going to add more stations and crap over here. Damn it. That's fine. This train's probably about to have a meltdown when I delete all this station, which is annoying. It's fine. Where is it? There we go. I feel like that probably works out better anyway, because this arc is not the same as that arc, but it's less steep than it was before, so it kind of works out. It works out just as good, to be fair. Whoa, what the heck? There we go. And we can still make the track look the way that I wanted to, so it's not a big deal. Unload. It still looks pretty neat and tidy. At least from the top view it does. Concreta. D1 concrete. Yeah. Question is, has that train gone back? It has indeed gone back there. Concrete. Path is not invalid. Shush your mouth. I'll shush your fallacies, I say. Time Traveler, what is good, my dude? Seems like I've been doing a lot. Oh man, I have been doing a lot. I have been doing a lot, my dude. Trying to fill 3 of the largest biomes in this game has been such a large challenge for me. Okay. What's really interesting too about learning to sort of like place tracks and things where you want them to go is, you know, you can plan it out as much as you want, but things don't really, you know, if you try and plan out where tracks go before you build your factories, it always turns into a mess. But if you build the factory and then you plan the connections to all the factories, I find that always works a trillion times better, and the track flow is much more natural and works out in a much better fashion. A perfect example of that is that before I even laid these down and all this down, my track actually went out to here and then went in to there and then back across over here, and I've completely cut all of that crap and all of that crap off, you know, and abandoned that to do it here instead. And this looks really good. This is very nice and neat. You just can't pre-plan out rail. You need to let it fall where it may after you've built your factories. This is normal game mode, Koala. There is, I have some mods on, some quality of life mods. Like one that allows me to fly around as much as I can. And the reason I have that on specifically is because with this many trains in my world save, if one has a crash somewhere on the other side of the map, I do not have time to get on a train and drive to the other side of the map to fix it up. Because by then, it will have caused some horrendously bad problems. So I need to be able to fly very fast. Time Traveler. No, this is not 1.1. I am very nervous for 1.1 because I hope it doesn't break any of the mods that I have on. Because I need infinite nudge, I need like day and night cycle, I need all this stuff. I'm too used to it now, so I really hope that none of it gets broken with 1.1. But it's good that they have the mod manager in an experimental mode, so you can they can update the mods in preparation for 1.1. Alright, we are getting concrete in. That's good, that's good. Let's try and tie this into the terrain. I promised you guys we were going to do that. Not sure about the mods, but am I concerned about the rail physics change? Rail physics change? I don't know anything about a rail physics change. Please tell me they're not changing the rail, the way that the rail system works. That will probably give me an aneurysm. This is really impressive. You want to start Satisfactory again? Oh, my dude, you should. You should. This desert biome is like maybe 150, 160 hours of my life that I've got here. Like how the trains can drive off the end of the tracks now. Oh, that doesn't bother me at all. That's perfectly fine. Why is this significantly smaller than that? Do I need to blow it up? Maybe I need to blow it up. Yeah, that doesn't bother me at all. That's fine. I don't have any sections of rail where they just like end suddenly for that to be a problem. So let's try and make this in the middle. I do like the new rail end caps. I don't know what you would call them, that they have coming in 1.1. I probably want to make this, honestly, I probably want to make this 4 across the top. Although I don't know what we're going to do for the top piece. I was worried, Time Traveler, I thought you were saying that they've changed like collisions or something like that. I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know. There's some cool stuff coming with like some cosmetic stuff coming with Satisfactory, and especially like if you're a vanilla only player, which I don't know why people get so caught up in the whole vanilla versus mods thing. Like the quality of life mods just make this game like a trillion times better. Personal opinion. But definitely for the vanilla players, having the ability to like have a lot more customizable buildables is going to be like a huge game changer for a lot of people. For me, I don't really care that much. And the photo mode and stuff like that, but I mean, as somebody that does YouTube as a side hustle, or like, I shouldn't really say a side hustle, as a hobby, being able to make like cool pictures and things like that, it's not very hard to like take a screenshot and edit it or whatever, or edit the time of day and stuff. Infinite and vertical nudge, part of 1.1, you can assume. I already know that though. They definitely would be. I would be sure that quite a lot of creators, mod creators, have already updated their stuff ready for 1.1. Oh, that's not in the middle of the sign. That bothers me. What mods can I suggest? Well, it depends on really how far you want to go, but in terms of quality of life, really you don't need the flying like I have, but infinite nudge, infinite zoop. Let's see what I've got. Install. Sky UI is a really good one. I can actually take a screenshot and put this in my Discord, and you can have a look through it. This is what I have on. So I've got faster dismantle, so you don't have to sit there and screw around with the animation. Like, you literally just press delete and it's deleted. Like this. Whoop. Like, I just clicked that once and it's gone. Click, 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 gone. Rather than you sitting there holding down dismantle, that really annoys me. Don't worry about the icon signs. The color swatches, that's really cool. Like, that allows you to, in the customizer, so in the default game you get this hotbar here, and then you also get these swatches here, these color swatches that you can customize, but it's not enough for me. Like, I like to have like a lot of stuff colored and different colors, and I have severe anxiety when they're all mixed up, so I've spent a lot of time writing the color codes down and getting them all in, like, mostly in order, and then like leaving a few spots free for when I want to add an extra color into a line. But these are all my custom added ones. Like, that's huge. Vanilla versus modded is just a mentality coming from other heavily modded games. That's very short-sighted, but also mods usage can be overdone. So as with life, you need balance. That's exactly right. I think that really this game is just that much better with mods, and with, like I said, with the quality of life mods. Decorations mod is like for adding like extra trees and like props of things, and like rocks and like water and plants and things. That's really cool. Arthur, what's good, my dude? I'll take a screenshot and I'll put this in my Discord so you guys can have a look. There we go. There's a train. Here, I'll put you guys on a train while I do this. Go for a ride. But yeah, like, generally speaking, I only have like 3 or 4 mods that I'm like heavily dependent on. And all the rest are just quality of life stuff, because I feel like it's very easy to add stuff to this game. Like, there's like, what do you call them? It's very easy to add, like, there's a different kind of power mod that allows you to like add different like solar panels and things like that. And it's, to me, that's like out of the spirit of the game. It's like not really my cup of tea. Purist mentality, yeah. How have I made 2 stations for railway like this? Or you mean like down here as well? It's a mod called Modular Train Stations. You should definitely go look at that and go and get it. It significantly saves you on room. What we might do here... That doesn't look garbage, but I think if we add enough stuff around it to like kind of hide the fact that there's a gap here, it'll look better. Actually, that is a huge gap between there and there. What the hell? Oh no. We need this to be... What if I put this at the front here like this? Is it gonna look awful? Yeah, that looks like garbage. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. What's it called? Modular stations. There you go. I'll put that in there as well because probably other people will watch this stream when I'm offline, and I'll probably want to know what it's called exactly as well, so that'll be helpful. So what do we want to do here? Got to be careful because I want to run a diagonal beam down, but I don't want it to intersect with here. So we could do something like this. Freaking controls, like, oh my god. This is left and right. And this is up and down. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. But it's cursed. So if I look like I'm having a stroke while I'm trying to place these, it's not... I mean, I am, but it's not my fault. Join the Discord? Hell yeah. Shared a few pics of your Cyberpunk City build? My dude. Is it okay if I have a look at them on stream? That's not a... Whoa, what the heck? I don't think that angle is enough because I want to run it down here too. I was thinking about maybe, let's see. I want quite a sharp angle. There we go. Maybe even more than that. No, I need to be able to replicate that on the other side, so we might not make it any sharper than that. Hell yeah. Alright, just give me a hot second and we'll have a look. Mwahaha, I'm gonna judge your work. Imagine I was like a complete piece of shit and I was like, no, this is crap. My training world's so much better. No, I would never do that. But, you know, the narcissistic thoughts take over sometimes. You're like, oh, imagine if you did. I would never do that. That's such a piece of shit thing to do. I always love to see other people's builds because you can see like you can see their creative thought process when they're like going through stuff, and it's really cool. Yeah, see the sharp angles, like way better. Added some more choice images. Jake's builds are crazy. You've seen them, Koala. Let's have a look, eh? You guys can see that? Yes. Holy. Mate, that's fire. Look at that. And this? Oh, that looks good. I can see you've duplicated that on both sides. These look good. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, what? Oh, I see what you've done there. Is this all vanilla, Jake? You're mature enough to F right off and have a fat laugh. Oh, look at this. That's cool. I like how you've got this like inset lighting around here too. Little details like that little inset lighting around there It is vanilla. Holy crap, dude. These edges, you could clean these up so much with infinite nudge. So, on the... How did you... Is this... This isn't a background, this bit. So this is the background, right? I'm assuming. And then this is just like an icon. That's like a small icon in the middle. But with these, you can actually press them together. I don't know if you know. But with infinite nudge, if you like overlap the edge of the 4 meter sign into each other a little bit, I'll show you. One of the boys showed me on a stream a little while ago, actually. So if you take this 4 meter sign, let me just quickly just make up some garbage here. I think you probably could actually do this with vanilla as well. Yeah, if you overlap them like that, it gets rid of the line in the middle. So that would should overlap them. Oh, you already know about it. Yeah. Well, anyway, you can do that, and that would like really elevate that. Where's the Discord? There it is. What else have we got? Gangster. Get a little Slav squad in, hey? I love intricacy of things. These are cool. I can't yet work in round edges to my work yet. I'm not there. This is really cool. What are these? Oh, it's a hypertube. It's like a speed section. That's pretty cool. And the lighting on the side of the building. Yeah, these look sick around the edges here. I really like these windows. I just can't find enough of a use for them. Dude, nice build. With these windows, where are they? Walls, windows. I love these. I've actually got them in Train World 1 in the side of a building next to a big station on the side of a mountain, which I've not shown on stream ever, but yeah, they look really good when you're like going past them on a train and you're like looking out of them. You love your sky bridges, make it look more like a city? Yeah, fuck yeah. Production, where are we? Architecture. You need to get the infinite nudge, my dude. It'll make your life like a trillion times better. It's also just like convenient as well. For the most part, it's just really convenient because you just don't have to screw around when you're trying to like put something very minutely into a different